In the world of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, anything that can happen will happen. We have all had experiences that defined our love for this game, and so many of these moments stick with us to this day. All of us remember our first Skyrim characters, the adventures we took them on, and the legends they left behind. That's why today I thought I would take you all through a journey into the past and reflect on the relatable moments that took place in the northern region of Tamriel. And hopefully by doing this, I can remind you of the many reasons why Skyrim is such a special game. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoy it, and subscribe for more nostalgic gaming content like this. With that out of the way, here's a list of 10 moments that define Skyrim. One of the moments that comes to mind is the first time we saw a dragon. The opening scene to Skyrim is one of the most memorable events in the history of gaming. After a long journey on the back of a prison carriage, you find yourself unrightfully sentenced to death for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. As if by miracle, or maybe even by destiny, your sentence is cut short by a giant bird. No, it's a plane. No, it's Alduin, the legendary dragon. There have been so many different interpretations of why Alduin attacked on this seemingly unimportant day. Some say it was to save the leader of the rebellion army, Ulfric Stormcloak, and some believe it was the Dragonborn's legacy to live another day. Regardless of what you believe, this is a moment that defines Skyrim forever, and after experiencing such an epic introduction to the world, you know that you're in for a wild ride. Shortly after these events unfold, the land of Skyrim becomes completely open to you. That's why the next moment I want to cover is your first steps outside of Helgen. Where the story takes you next is completely up to you. Maybe you'll follow the path to Riverwood and continue your journey as the Dragonborn, or maybe instead you'll try your luck against some guards to free a prisoner the same way you had just found your own freedom. I don't recommend this one, but hey, you can do what you want and nobody's going to tell you otherwise. Learning just how big this game is and the many possibilities it holds is something that keeps people playing even today. But maybe you decided you could take on a giant. The first time you see one of these guys is right outside the Whiterun gates, and you can see the companions take it down without a hitch. So why don't you do the same? Well, I'll tell you why. I think you might want to steer clear from these guys for a while, unless you want to be launched into oblivion. Get it? Oblivion? You guys remember Lydia? Ah, Lydia, such a beautiful idiot sometimes. Occasionally, when you're fighting a large group of enemies, she can be really helpful in turning the tide of a battle. The problem comes when you accidentally punch an innocent civilian and Lydia decides to send them straight to the Shadow Realm. Then a bunch of guards show up and you have to fight to the death. But now Lydia decides it's the perfect time for her to get a drink at the local inn. Annoying moment, yes, but we've all shared these experiences that make it all the more memorable. How about the first time we all learned that you could shout in this game and it can make people go flying? I've terrorized way too many Nords with this, and I know that you're just as guilty as I am. Sometimes we would throw out random shouts in villages and the guards would get all tough about it, but you knew that with this power, they didn't stand a chance. Petty thievery is highly frowned upon in the land of Skyrim. If you get caught, that is. Of course, you could go about this the classic way, picking a lock to an Argonian's home and stealing all their favorite wooden spoons. But do you remember the first time you figured out that a simple bucket on an innocent bystander's head is the recipe for a perfect crime? All you had to do was pick up a bucket or a basket or anything else that could fit on a Nord's head. And voila, soon enough your pockets were filled with all the portable spoons you could dream of. The best part is that once you remove the basket from the guard you just violated, it's as if nothing ever happened. No time spent in the Rift and Slammer, and no guilt because, let's be honest, it's their own fault for not noticing the giant cauldron on their noggin. Let's shift gears here and talk a little bit about the darker side that Skyrim likes to keep mostly hidden. The Dark Brotherhood is a quest line that is unforgettable for anybody who has experienced it. Although there are tons of moments here that still linger in our minds, I think the biggest impact of this quest comes in the first mission. When you're first introduced to Astrid, the leader of the Dark Brotherhood, in order to join her clan, you must carry out a job for her. It's a simple task, and yet also complicated. You see, there are 3 people tied up with bags over their heads, held hostage in a small shack in the woods, and you have to decide who here is meant to die. After hearing each side of the story, you assume the role of the executioner and take care of business. If you have the intention to join the Brotherhood, this is a great way to dive deeper into your inner darkness and get used to ignoring your morals. It's really messed up, but more than anything, it's the start of a tragic tale and a moment that proves Skyrim to be a powerful storytelling device. Okay, I think I might need to lighten the mood here a bit. Remember the first time you killed a chicken and became wanted dead or alive? For some reason, chickens are more valuable than gold in Skyrim, and when you accidentally swing your sword while trying to open your inventory and coincidentally a chicken is in your way, you may just become public enemy number 1. I'm definitely not saying it's right for you to kill an innocent chicken, so next time maybe consider that it might be somebody's pet. Finally, the last moment that defines Skyrim I want to mention is the first time taking on a dragon. Up until this point, all of your battles have been against petty thieves and bandits, so seeing a gigantic shadow glide across the ground is something truly terrifying. Your first dragon fight is epic in every way. There's a tower to defend, an army to help you, and after dealing the final blow, the dragon's power is absorbed into your soul. This is one of the most incredible moments in Skyrim, and honestly, no battle could match the excitement from taking down your first dragon. So what are your favorite moments from when you first played Skyrim? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your stories. I'm so happy that you have all been joining the Elder Scrolls videos, and I'm planning on continuing this series as the community grows. Subscribe for more content like this. I would be glad to have you join us. As always, keep gaming to the fullest, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.